But back. Ooh, okay. The brush, I forgot that there's a little compartment in the back and the brush fell out. Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Bleeds Makeup, and today we are going to be doing one of 4 fall videos that I'm going to be shooting for you guys. Fall is my favorite time to do really dramatic, fun makeup. I hate the cold with a fiery passion, but the makeup and fashion is awesome. So let's get started. This is going to be a talk through tutorial, by the way. So I've already primed and I used the KVD Lockit featherweight primer. And we're going to be using, of course, my favorite foundation of all time, the Lockit Tattoo Foundation. I recently got one of the new shades and it matches me so much better. Medium 53 Neutral. Also what I've been doing lately is I've been mixing the foundation and the primer together to get lighter coverage, and it's a little bit more hydrating as well. So I'm just going to mix it on my palette and we'll get started. I'm going to mix those together and then use my Makeup Geek flat top foundation brush to apply it. I'm going to do is take a Morphe E8 brush and then go around my brows a little bit more. Okay, next we're going to take the Lockit Kat Von D concealer in the shade M17. I also mixed that onto my palette as well. Then we're going to use the same Morphe E8 brush and go under the eyes and where else I need some concealer assistance. I do have a review and demonstration of how I use this concealer also in the description box below. So if you're interested in seeing that, just go into my description box and I'll leave the link for you. Okay, next we're going to use the Kat Von D Lockit Translucent Powder. I also have this in my concealer review. Okay, before I put any powder on, I'm going to go back under my eyes with my finger to make sure I can get any creases that may have settled into my eyes, because you do not want to set a bunch of creasy concealer. And then we're going to take the e.l.f. tapered brush. This is my favorite brush to go under the eyes. You always have to make the funny face, right? Oh, you guys, I don't think I had enough coffee this morning. I look such a dork today. Something I also noticed that really helps when I'm setting my under eyes is to look up. I'm going to go back in with a little more powder. I'm going to do the other eye. Again, looking up seems to help really get into the creases. And I'm going to just use this brush for my whole face because I want to do more of a light dusting rather than going full on with this. Set the forehead. Okay, now the face is all set. Now we're going to move on to bronzer and blush. I don't really feel like contouring every day. I think I've said this in another video, but some days I don't want to contour because it's a lot. But we are going to use the Milani bronzer in 05 Soleil. I literally haven't used any other bronzer in the past 3 months. That's how much I love this bronzer. It reminds me a lot of a MAC bronzer. I think it's called Gold Deposit. It looks really similar. Has gold threading through it. Yeah?
I'm sure that was right in the middle of your...
It's okay. See ya.
You can put that in the video.
Yeah. That was my dad, by the way. But back. Ooh, okay. The brush, I forgot that there's a little compartment in the back and the brush fell out. But back to it. This is the Milani Bronzer in Soleil. So we're going to use a new brush that I got from a brand called Mascara. This is the F200 brush. It's a duo fiber brush and I love it. And I also recently became an affiliate with them. Their brushes are amazing. I do have a discount code you can use for 15% off. It is Everlasting MUA15, and I will leave it in the description box and everything. So if you use it, you can get 15% off your order. We are all bronzed. Next, we're going to do blush, and we are going to use the Wet n Wild Icon Color Blush in Rose Champagne. I love the new formulas that they came out with, and the new colors are really nice. And we're also going to use another Mascara brush. This is the F111. It is a natural hair blush contour brush. You see how nice that glow is? It's not overdone. It's so pretty. So that's it for the face. And now we're going to move on to the eyeballs. So first, like always, we're going to prime my eyes using my Lockit Color Correcting Eye Primer. I have the shade Medium. And like always, you just lightly drag it across your eye. And then blend it in with either your finger or a brush. I like to use my finger. Okay, all blended in. So we're going to use one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. This is the Urban Decay Naked Basics 2 palette. This is probably one of the prettiest and the simplest neutral palettes. If you're really overwhelmed with all the eyeshadow palettes that have bright colors and there's so much and you don't know what to do with, I really recommend starting with a small palette like this. It kind of gives you everything you need to create a really simple eye look. And we are going to use Stark. I'll do close-ups of this, but we're going to do Stark, which is the second lightest shade all over, as a base shade. And we're going to be doing that with a Morphe E30, which is just like a nice fluffy blending brush. These shadows are super pigmented, so you really don't need a lot. I used to like dig my brush into this hella strong. I said hella. Can you tell what part of California I'm from? Did you guys see that? My brush just went flying. Okay, then we're gonna go in with the shade Frisk and Cover and kind of mix them together for my transition shade. So all I'm doing is framing where I want the eyeshadow to go out to. And this will help me blend other colors on top. And whenever you're blending, I always recommend you tap off any excess product, because you don't want to get a bunch of fallout all over your face. And just go back and forth, take your time blending. You don't need to rush. Sometimes I feel like I have to rush and my makeup always comes out looking kind of crappy. Blending takes time. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Frisk and Cover again, just to make this eye a little bit more even. Next, we're going to use this Morphe E13 brush, which is kind of similar to the E30 blending brush, just smaller. It's in like a paddle shape. And we're going to take the shade Primal, which is a nice deeper taupe shade. We're going to put this on the outer corner of our eye. This will create some depth. And again, because of how pigmented these eyeshadows are, I really like to build it up. And then after I've put it on the corner, I kind of blend it up into the crease a little bit. Sorry, it's probably really awkward and quiet, but I'm focused. And then again, blending it a little bit into the crease. What I like about doing looks like this is because it's nice and smoky, and I still get a dramatic look. Next, we're going to take this Morphe E14, which is a dense packing paddle brush, and we're going to take the shade Skimp, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and it has a bit of a shimmer on it, and then we're going to pat that onto the lid. And this is kind of what brightens up the whole look. And now for the final eyeshadow step, take any sort of pencil brush, and this is the Makeup Geek pointed pencil brush. Do you see how tiny that is? And then we're going to go back in with that shade Cover, which is what we used to do the original crease with. And then we're going to take this and run this along the lower lash line. And this is going to give us a soft eyeliner look. Sorry, I have to look in the mirror and then look at the camera. Sorry. Make silly faces if you need to get into the crease as well. And you can just do the outer part of the lower lash line, but I like to bring mine all the way in, again for a more dramatic eye look. Okay, that's the last step for the eyeshadow. So we are next going to move on to eyeliner. And we're going to use my absolute favorite KVD Ink liner. Shake it up a little bit. So we're just going to do a small wing. And what I like to do is angle the brush and start to map out where I want the wing to go, like so. And then from the top of where I want the wing to go, then I'm going to pull it in and drag it across my eyelid. Like that. So that's wing one. Don't forget to try to get as close as the lashes as you can, because you don't want there to be a bunch of spaces where you see skin coming through. This way you'll get a real crisp line. Then we're going to move on to mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Okay, so for the last part of the look, we're going to do lips. I can't decide what color I want to use. Vampira or Exorcism. Let's do Exorcism. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this fall makeup tutorial. Please let me know if you have any other fall looks you would like to see from me. And don't forget to check out my coupon code. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye guys.